And in continuance of its agricultural revolution, Nigeria is targeting over 800 direct beneficiaries to benefit from the National Agricultural Land Development Authority Integrated Farming Estate in Imo State and a fish village in Abia State. The Executive Secretary and Chief Executive of the National Agricultural Land Development Authority, Prince Paul Ikonne, who made this known while on an inspection tour at the two project sites, says the farm estate is on 35 hectares of land and has been abandoned for more than 30 years. According to him, NALDA has signed a memorandum of understanding with the Imo State government to take the abandoned integrated farm estate, reactivate it, and engage the people of the community.
This is the first fish village in the entire southeast that now has established. And you can see the terrain, the difficult terrain. And with the fish village, they are coming to this location. The entire village is experiencing life and bringing another city into the local government for them to generate income. The fish village is for the entire value chain of fish production, from the hatchery point to the rearing and then processing and packaging before it goes. Processing machines, international standards.
Well, for more on this, we're now being joined by Prince Paul Ikonne, who is the Executive Secretary and Chief Executive Officer of the National Agricultural Land Development Authority. Very warm welcome to Newsnight. I mean, this is a sheer negligence, waste that your agency, your authority is now beginning to revive because, you know, keying into the President's agricultural initiative in a way to get unemployed Nigerians, you know, to have gainful employment. How far, how well is this going now?
All thanks to Mr. President for his visionary leadership. You can imagine such an investment abandoned for 30 solid years. And also imagine the states that have nothing like that. So Mr. President's directives to NALDA is to reactivate abandoned farm estates across the country and put up new ones, which is what we are doing right now. Like in Abia State, where we have the first fish village in the entire southeast. That project is going to take in at least 500 women into fish farming, processing and packaging. And the standard is for international markets. And also for us to have enough and to consume, like the president will always say, that we must produce what we eat and eat what we produce. So it's not just in producing, but we must produce quality. So NALDA is out there to achieve the vision of Mr. President, develop the communities through agricultural value chain, and engage the youth in order to reduce unemployment.
Now, very, very well. Let me just quickly with a follow-up question. What other are you collaborating with other agencies? Because yours is providing, rehabilitating the lands. The lands are there. How about seedlings, you know, fingerlings? I mean, if you're talking about the fish and the rest, what collaborative efforts are you getting?
We are collaborating with everybody because agriculture has to do with everybody. The community, the farmers themselves, the seed producers, and the technical partners for capacity building, which is most important. We have partners that are helping to train the farmers so that they will know how to go into modern farming. Our main goal here, like the President directed, is to attract young Nigerians, the graduate, into farming. So what it means that NALDA must provide enabling environment. And in doing that, we have identified key partners to work with in order to provide.
And this is absolutely critical. Looking at the youth unemployment ratio, which is over 30%, and it's quite shameful for a country like Nigeria, which is a huge market for other, you know, economies. But let's look at the fact that, yes, I was part of the team that went down to Daura, where you actually opened the very first farming estate, where you had all sorts that was happening. And I do know that the president gave you a charge to replicate this in all 109 senatorial districts. So let's talk about that and the plans to ensure that more Nigerians get involved in agriculture, especially the youths.
Yes, we are ready to go. We are expecting state government communities to donate land to that effect. Like in Borno State, the project in one senatorial zone is 75% to completion. So as soon as they make land available, then NADA will enter. In Ogun State, we have completely cleared 100 hectares of land, and construction will start by this month. And that of Imo, the Acharugo Farm Estate, is going to be commissioned by first week in September, while the Fish Village in Abia State will also be commissioned same time in September. Now, Abia State government has provided 400 hectares, the former Ogbogolden Chicken, in Abia State. So that is where the integrated farm estate, one of the integrated farm estates, will be in Abia State. And we have commenced the process of clearing the site so that the project construction will start in earnest. The president directive is a command, and we cannot sit down and watch that command not being fulfilled within the short period of time he has mandated us to do that.
How is the financing of this project?
Absolutely, we don't have financial issue. Don't forget, Mr. President is supervising this agency directly by himself, and he has passion for agriculture. His desire and vision has always been for Nigeria to achieve food security and also use agriculture to engage the youth. Generally, in Nigeria, funding has never been an issue. It's management, planning, and implementation.
It's a good thing we're seeing people like you really manage such agencies to ensure that we get the right benefit in, because Nigeria should not be importing food with the arable land that we have in the country. Paul Ikonne would have to say thank you so much for joining us, and of course for all that you do, ensuring that we feed ourselves as a people.